Roth kind of zipped away. Um,
I can see him.
okay. Do you guys want to regroup or make any other?
So Valka's going to say, "Come group together now. I will treat whatever wounds of yours are very pressing. We do not have much time, but I will do what I can."
Yeah, maybe that might not be a bad idea. Yes,
So
we're all bleeding, dying here.
I'll take a sentry position right here.
All right.
I'll take a sentry position right here.
So Valka is a barber surgeon and has some good proficiency in medicine, along with a herbalism kit and leatherworkers tools, because that's exactly what you want operating on you. But um, I can throw out a few rolls if we would like.
Yeah. Are we doing like a short rest as well, or we don't need to?
I don't know that we're
Well,
going to be able to have time for a full short rest.
Yeah, we're just binding our wounds up. Yeah, let's get anything back.
All right. Oof. Apparently, I'm not going to be able to do anything with herbalism right now. But I did all right with my surgical tools, quote unquote.
all right. Pick one person to give. What is your proficiency bonus in those?
So my proficiency bonus for medicine with leatherworking tools is going to be 3, 5.
All right. So you can give one person 5 hit points.
Um, let's see.
The rogue.
Yeah, probably rogue. Rogue would be best here.
I would have done our arrow catcher, but that's fine.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, she's down to 3. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
that worked. Very nice.
And Dabzarin, you can hear some shuffling of like it sounds like chairs or stools or something like wood scraping stone coming through the door closest to you.
So I motion to the other people and whisper, I think they're getting up from their seats and maybe coming out.
We're
Please
barricading.
Position for an ambush.
Possibly barring the doors. Dang it, they overheard me saying we were going to kick the door down.
But they definitely heard you kick the door down.
For more kicking.
I will
All
stand
right.
at the back. I have ranged attacks.
Listen even more.
So you have one round to kind of position yourselves.
I'm going to come here.
What are we going to do here? There we go.
Actually, Dav, you want to switch places because I think I've got a higher AC than you do.
Sure.
You don't know that in real life, right? You don't know that.
Well,
I'm
you can see
wearing
the
better
little wall
armor than
protection.
he is.
My armor shine. All right, excellent.
Yeah, I'm wearing scale mail, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are we all first level?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Why?
You're wondering how the warlock got scale mail?
Yeah, I have leather.
I rolled for my gold, and then spent gold by hand.
Really?
So, yeah.
Didn't take the class equipment.
Yep, that's why my only weapon is a longsword instead of having 2 weapons and a ranged weapon.
I have a quarterstaff and 2 daggers.
Feels bad, man.
You could tie the daggers on either end of the quarterstaff, and then
The other thing is
I guess
the only reason I'm able to use scale mail is because I'm a hexblade, so I have medium armor proficiency.
medium shiny mermaid armor proficiency.
Yeah, basically. Evil Eldritch medium armor proficiency.
Initiatives?
Yes.
now
Well,
here we go.
Sansa made up for it
Oof.
this time.
Yeah.
The first one is Roth. The second one is
Yeah, she got her initiative bonus and little else. She basically just tripped over her own.
No, she was trying to shake off the pain of battlefield surgery.
Yeah.
hurts.
I just got stitched up by friggin' leatherworking tools. What the heck?
Worse than your nipple pierced. Not that I would even know what that's like.
All right, Santa, you get to go first.
So, strength check against the door is just a straight strength. Is that what Roth did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a strength check.
You could hold action for them to open it, maybe.
Well, did it sound like they were like getting up, or did it sound like they were pushing things against the door?
Listen,
It was just shuffling. Yeah, it didn't sound like it was getting closer.
I want that door open.
You could try opening it without kicking it in.
All right, hold on a second.
Too
What?
late.
that's true, right? We open it with our foot,
That's the orcish way.
right? The orcish way with our
You
boots.
could also try the good old bardic knock.
That's fair.
With our boot.
Just knock on the door lightly. Hello?
Lately.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
All right.
Because then they answer the door naked.
All right. So what you see what looks like three goblins kind of have made a sort of barricade out of a table that is set up with like doilies and like silver and like a sort of haphazard position, like somebody was trying to do a table setting but didn't quite know how it worked. There's like a tea set and all this stuff, and the goblins that are crouched behind it are wearing kind of like frilly clothes that are kind of moth eaten.
So what you're saying is they're French-made goblins.
Something they look like they were having a tea party or something in here.
Don't kink shame.
What? All right.
This is like Gremlins 2. This is no.
I think this is the part where we ask them, will you join us if we let you have maid clothes all the time? We can get you better maid clothes.
Santa will grunt and go, wrong room.
And there's a big pile of shards in front of the door there.
All right, I'm done.
You know, lads, we have just recently come into possession of a castle and we do need help.
Would you like to join us?
Perhaps
We
they
can help
look
you
for
get better
employment.
clothing and style tips from the locals.
And honest work.
And we have a barber.
Roth.
Yes, I can make your hair very pretty. All three strands of it.
All right. So Roth looks inside and sees these. Do they seem to do anything when after Santo walked away?
So as soon as you walk into the line of sight, the one down here lets loose an arrow from a short bow.
Well, that's not very nice. That's rude.
Oh,
They didn't even attack them. We just left them. Pick it down, I suppose. That's the wrong thing to do.
So that's 13. If you didn't see that, right.
Well, what?
Right over
13
there.
damage?
Dav Zoren looks at Valka and says, Told you, arrow catchers.
I'm glad I didn't heal him because all of the healing would have gone to waste with that hit.
I mean, you're right, but
So tell me again what happens here. It's
You
not my
just-
turn.
you-
Or I
well, no.
triggered it.
So it had a readied action, so it was
Oh.
waiting for somebody to walk in front of its line of sight, and then it
got
shot a
5.
short bow.
How much did happen? What did I get?
So it critted, so it like sinks it like chest deep.
Yeah. All right, I'm dead.
You are unconscious,
Yep. Boom.
and so Volka and Dabs and all that stuff. You just hear like a shunk, and then like the like whatever the sound of a half orc with an arrow sticking out of his back does, and then he just kind of like. Oh yeah, relentless endurance. So
You
you're
can-
reduced to hit 1 hit point, but not killed outright. You drop to 1 hit point instead.
You're
So what
Boromir.
does that look like?
He's Boromir.
Yeah, right. Ow. Really getting tired of getting.
Okay, well you can finish out your turn.
Ow.
hmm.
You're right. Wrong room. He'll stagger backwards. I don't want to get shot again, so he just staggers backwards, claws for the arrow to try and either push it through or whatnot. And we'll sit right here, right next to you. All right, that's my move. I'm at 1. Ouch.
Right. And that one already went. And you hear kind of like one of them in there is like croaking something in the goblin tongue. Do any of you speak it?
I think I do actually.
Do you speak goblin? No, I
Lang.
speak angel.
I do. I speak goblin.
So it's basically yelling, go back to whence you came. You will just die here.
I
It's
kind of
emboldened. It's emboldened now. They were huddled. They were huddled in fear until they saw what that
Yeah.
after that orc.
So I translate like, oh, they're saying something about your girth or half orcs. It's not flattering. We should probably kill them now.
Yeah, it's not flattering.
Wait. Wait one moment. We may still be able to convince them to lay down their arms.
Oh, they're gonna lay down their arms, all right. And, yeah.
Well,
both of them.
if they don't lay them down right away, we will just remove their arms. There's very little difference, really.
I'm busy bleeding over here.
Yeah, at this point you got like blood kind of trickling from your mouth. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna do something here.
All right, Dov, what are you doing?
Well, I have a disguise kit, but this may not be the time for that.
That might take a little time to deploy.
Like, all right, well, me first. 5, 10, 15. They're all sitting there at the table. Is that right?
Yes, and this one has his arrow knocked and ready.
But I'm still just kind of peeking, right?
Oh man.
Yes. So it's going to have disadvantage. 11 hit.
Ooh.
Nope, I have
No.
13.
Yeah, the arrow skips past like you're like you basically kind of like it hits the jam and then bounces away, but like you were just like, ugh.
So I go, and then I cast Fairy Fire on the 3 of them.
right, so that is a 20-foot cube, so that'll be all 3. And what is the saving throw?
Dexterity.
Dexterity save. What's your save DC?
13.
And what color do you choose?
Violet.
It matches my beams of eldritch horror.
That's why I chose that. Yes.
Ooh, maybe we can name our crew something that has to do with purple or violet.
The purple people eaters? Oh, wait.
The violet violence.
That's not going to make us very beloved when we go into human settlements, but I'm open to it.
I can't wait until
All right.
later because I'm going to definitely get Valka a plague mask. Just
Alright, so then I.
Are you doing any other movement?
Yeah, I'm just set it back.
All right.
You
Valka.
going
So two of them light up basically.
So Valka's just going to say, "You foolish goblins, you are squandering your chance to live yourselves." And she's going to come forward, and on this goblin, she is going to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast.
All right. So you have
Sever.
advantage and disadvantage at the same time, so you hit. 4 first force damage. It, yells out in pain. Sorcerer! Sorcerer! It kind of croaks in its hoarse, pained language. Are you doing
No.
any
At
other
this
movement?
point, Valka's going to say, "Do you not see now the error of your ways?" And she will move to right here.
Just out of the line of sight of that goblin.
Yes.
right.
Sorcerer! I will kill you!
Oh yeah, they said sorcerer.
I am a warlock. There is a difference.
All of a sudden, Dodds around and goes, "Oh, I should have been telling them everything you've been saying."
Ariala?
Ah,
Or
Hmm.
Ariala.
okay. So
I like Ariala better. I don't know how it's actually pronounced.
Aralea.
We just call her Ari.
Ari.
We
boy.
could call her Aya.
All right. So let me see here. I think she can actually get up to here and talk to, ask. Eldritch Blast. She asks where the targets are. Be the target, and based off of where the Eldritch Blast went.
So
gonna just-
Valka will give her pretty much. If you go along this area, just shoot down this line, and you will hit the one I was aiming at.
All right. So yeah, so it's gonna do. She's gonna go to 5, 10, 20, 25. Boom. Already one knocked.
An arrow comes flying by.
Okay.
So that will be a direct shot. So that is an 18. I believe her armor class is less than 18, 14. So she will take 6 piercing damage before she gets off her attack.
Bull crap.
See,
How
I'm
many?
glad I healed the rogue.
Down to 2. That was 6 points of damage, you said?
Yeah.
All right. And there we go. And for an 18. So she'll unleash her arrow at this one. One that shot her as
Well,
well.
so the just so you're aware, the purple ones will be easier to hit because they're both, all three have cover, but the fairy fire negates the cover, so you
Oh.
won't have. Oh, you rolled an 18, so you're So if you hit one of you either
If
this
you
one is
shoot,
already bleeding.
yeah, if you shoot the one that's already hit, you'll also have advantage, so you can take use of your sneak attack.
I don't take advantage of that. How do I get sneak attack for that? There's nobody.
But she
Well,
doesn't,
I got
so she
don't
doesn't
want-
have advantage. She just doesn't have disadvantage now.
right. Yeah. so I don't
No,
have-
it gives you advantage as well.
Right,
What
right.
does?
But they're behind. They're behind cover. So it's just not. It just nullifies it. It's
yeah.
nets it out.
Um,
Otherwise, you'd have
oh.
a disadvantage.
Oh,
So go
okay.
ahead and hit
Oh.
your damage roll. Oh, 6. That's going to more than.
and then finish the move out. So that was 5, 10, 15. Get back over here.
This is the injured side. This is the non-injured side.
All right.
All right, Santa.
Santa looks at the non-injured side, kind of rolls his eyes.
We didn't.
Why are they even here?
You were saying to the person who has successfully hit like every attack they've done.
Yeah, that's inconsequential. I look at Roth and say, "We will not die to goblins. We are orcs. We will kill them."
Technically half orcs. Yeah. That's yes, and then eat something.
What's the other half?
And
Coward.
Oh.
I will give Roth 6 hit points.
Nice. Oh. I feel less like dying now.
Otherwise, I'm done.
So who got 6 hit points?
Up to 7.
Roth.
Oh, okay. So one of the goblins yells out in its language, "We surrender. You can come in and capture us now."
What?
Now I think Dov is the only one that understands them.
They seem to be saying that they're willing to surrender.
What it tells them that we demand that they throw their weapons out the door first.
Sure. I translate.
Tells them also that we will heal the one who is injured.
Oh, it's dead.
He's pretty dead.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna go with instant death rules? Darn
Oh
it.
yeah.
He's pretty dead.
And NPCs and monsters and stuff don't have death saves.
Rip. Because otherwise, I was gonna do the death saves thing. Because they can have death saves sometimes.
You don't get to heal them.
All right, so so a bunch of weapons clatter out into the hallway.
Like an inordinate amount? Is it like comedic where it's just like
No, just like hand axes and short bows.
a rock?
So Valka's going to say to Dev, "Will you be translator for me?"
Sorry, one second, guys.
All right, he'll translate.
So,
He'll
assuming that it's okay to sort of proceed out of turn order since we're no longer attacking, Valka is going to enter the doorway.
Okay. Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Okay. So
Sorry about
So
that.
Valka kind of like steps into the doorway, and all the weapons are like in the hallway there. And you see kind of like the goblins like from here up. So you just see the two heads looking up, and you notice both of them. They're not trying to be obvious, but they're not very good at being not obvious. Are both looking like eyeing like with anticipation the broken shards that are laying on the floor in front of the doorway.
At this, Valka is going to take her longsword, heft it to her shoulder, and she's going to motion for them to come and then point at the shards. Stand.
So are you standing right there?
Yep, I'm going to stand right there.
Okay. So one of them comes up and then kind of gingerly steps in, like, straddles some of the shards. And then it looks very nervous all of a sudden. And then the other one does the same thing.
And Valka is going to say, using Davzaran as a translator, "Now, is there anything you would like to tell me before I force you to roll in those shards?"
And they kind of look at each other. They say, "You don't want to do that?"
Well, then come into the hallway and we will tie you up. If you are good, we will let you live. If not, we will summarily kill you. Understand that any action you take to harm us, I will take as a great offense and murder you rightly.
You know he's got to translate all this too, right?
Dav's like,
Translate back, just get out here. That's all I say.
And I will kill you.
all right. They step around the shards to either side of the doorway there.
If one had a staff to throw at the shards, they might explode. I hope they explode.
And again, they're unarmed and stuff like that.
So Valka is going to look at the shards again and going to go, "That looks like a wonderful way to give someone a grievous injury if they were not wearing shoes. If it were me, I would poison them."
Does Ari want to investigate the shards?
Yeah, I should go up.
Not that I'm giving you too many clues, but
Yeah, she'll check them out, and what can we do here? Boom. Let's do a check here.
investigation.
Boom.
So you, so Ari kind of like takes a look at the shattered crockery there, and realizes that there is a explosive trap, kind of hidden under all of the shards.
IED.
Yes, and it would cover quite a bit of an area, she says.
All right. Yes. Ari lets everybody know. Just to warn everyone, this thing's gonna. If this was knocked over, it'll blow us all out of here. Everybody stand back. So can she try and
Disarm it?
disarm it, maybe with the help of the goblins, or can she decipher like what? And look around and go, oh, okay, here, cut wire A and the cyan wire, whatever. Because this looks like a good place to rest. And if so, she'll do that. She'll disarm the trap.
All right. Thieves' tools skill.
As she's doing that, I think Valka's going to back away a little bit.
Yes,
I'm going to come over here. And Valka's going to concentrate on making sure that the goblins don't make any stupid decisions.
Thieves' tools. Oh, there we go. Boom. And there we go.
So she since it's very crudely made, she barely is able to disarm it, but it is now useless. You won't be able to do anything with it now.
All right, so it's just but it's disarmed. All right.
Is
Right.
there powder inside of it?
Oh,
You could potentially use it as a alchemist fire bottle.
Awesome. Let's vial that then.
Okay.
you already did without you knowing. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's what she would say. So doing that, just kind of palm.
But she said she doesn't mess with vials, so
Yeah, she doesn't have the vial anymore.
Wow.
all right. So you guys are going in the back of the room there is a rope hanging down from the ceiling from a trapdoor too. So this is probably a good place for us to stop the session. Since we're now past the 10 o'clock mark Central Time.
Right.
Certainly.
All right. Sorry that took so long to get set up, everyone. Sorry about the issues
that's
on that,
good.
but I guarantee next time we'll be able to jump right in.
Shout out to everyone hanging out with us. Feel
Right.
free to chat in the stream chat. And I know that I don't know if the others pay attention to it, but I definitely do. And I know that Floyd does. So
Yeah,
if you want to talk with us while we're in game.
Yeah. We're doing
Just
the
don't
same
give
thing.
them
over-
any hints if you've played this.
Oh, that's right.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Well, it looks like wow. Between Valka and Davs, they're much more healed than we are. You've survived much better than what we call old pincushion Roth, and barely alive Ariel.
I learned from my last experience as a level 1 bard that charging in is the absolute wrong thing to do for a bard.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to try and schedule another one of these and pick it up. Hopefully, we can pick it up with the same group here until we see a conclusion of this particular event. What do you think, Floyd?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Are these time frames okay for you guys?
It works for me.
Sundays are kind of going to be hit and miss for me. But it is what it is.
All right. Well, we'll try and set up a time and get you in chat involved here for this particular group so that we can finish this one up with this team. And also, hopefully, Christina can come back and play Errol as well. If not, then maybe we'll have a guest or something. But we'll be able to set up a time to re-up on this. Now, if it's a Sunday, great. If not, then we'll just kind of have to let you guys know.
We can. It doesn't have to be a Sunday. We just kind of set it up this way.
Yeah.
The 7 to 10 time frame is probably best for me anyway. I don't know about the rest, but
Yeah, that's the main thing. As long as we can get the time, if you guys can have the time for this at 7,
yeah,
would be all right. And then we'll try and work up another. Floyd, I was talking to, maybe we can get Kevin to run something that's later.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
On a different day or something like that, or even on a Saturday or something like that. But
Well, I've still got to do my session sometime.
yeah, I mean, that might be something we can do with having you able to do that Floyd able to run the earlier games. So that one will be great for East Coast and Midwest. And then just you're over in Arizona, so you'd be able to start it maybe a little bit later, and then that would be good for the West Coast and people with kids apparently. So
Yeah, that's
Larva.
That's my situation. I'm both on the West Coast and I have an infant. So
Yeah. So those larvas don't listen really, and they're too slobbery for duct tape. So so we'll hopefully we can make something so that we can work a little. We'll be able to cover both.
Yeah, we'll reconvene offline this group and find a next time that would be good for everybody.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks.
If you're interested, I mean, it was both Gravy and Pete were gracious enough to come at very, very last minute.
Yeah.
So,
Much
like,
appreciated,
hey,
man.
can you log in right now and play? Like, so,
Anything
Right.
to play more D&D, man.
yeah. So,
That's awesome, you guys. Thank you.
all right. Well, until next time,
We shall
This-
see you later.
this has been Dungeon Crate.
Dun dun dun. Cue awesome epic music here.